It's a pretty normal case. I don't understand how some of these YouTubers use it for like a week or 2 weeks and the thing looks terrible. There are marks everywhere and it's gross and it's all worn out. Like, what do you do with your phone, man? I mean, listen, what am I doing making another video about the Apple finewoven case? Well, a lot of people are still making videos saying how bad it is, and listen, I don't know how these guys are treating their phone, but mine is still good, and I'll show you that in a minute. It's been 69 days of constant use now, and I've been out restauranting, traveling. I've been to Barcelona, Seville and Granada. I've been going to work. I've been using it at home, pretty much doing everything a normal person would do with their phone, and I don't know, man, it's still good. But anyway, I was looking at my analytics this morning and I realized the last video I made about this case is still my #1 watched video. So I've recently changed my case to this one, which is a Banks case. So I took this finewoven case off yesterday, so it's been on my phone ever since release date, and there have been a few updates. I'm now using a MagSafe charger for charging every night and pretty much during the day as well at my desk. So I also want to discuss what the MagSafe has done to the case. I'm now using this Banks case. I'm trying this out for a little while, so I think that's a good time to give a review of this finewoven case after 69 days of constant use to see how it's held up. Here it is. I don't see anything wrong with it at all. It hasn't changed much since my last review, which I think I made after 3 weeks of use. And this has been with me everywhere, on the train, in my pocket, as I said before. There's nothing to talk about on the case. The sides, pretty much nothing. I mean, okay, look. You can actually see a couple of very fine marks. But I would say that after, over 2 months of use, remember, a new iPhone comes out every 12 months, right? So 2 months of use, you're already well into the life cycle of your phone. So you can't expect it to be brand new. There's a couple of very, very fine marks there. On the other side, yeah, a couple of maybe very fine marks there. Nothing unexpected, really. On the top, also markless as far as I've concerned. I haven't dropped my phone, right? But I'm not someone who drops my phone everywhere, which is why I kind of like this style of very thin, very minimalist kind of case. Buttons and everything are just fine. You can kind of see the inside buttons here. Inside of the buttons are okay as well. Now, the biggest change is going to be on the inside of the case. Now, because the phone has magnets and this case also has magnets, you can see on the inside, actually, you can see an imprint of the MagSafe ring from the phone onto the inside of the case. Now, that's just where the magnets are pulling each other together and it's applying a constant pressure around this region. You can almost count the magnets there. It's that good. Also, the small magnet at the bottom there. So the writing is probably a little bit less legible now, but who cares? That's the inside, right? But the finewoven, it's doing its job of immobilizing fine dust particles so the back of my phone doesn't get scratched. Actually, you know what? Let's have a look at the back of my phone to make sure nothing's happened to it. So I'm going to pop this Banks case off. All right. So that's the back of my iPhone 15 Pro. What's this? No, just a little bit of fiber and absolutely scratch free, nothing on there. If you want to look at the sides, also scratch free, nothing on there. No marks on the buttons. Some cases with metal buttons can leave marks on your phone buttons. So that is not happening here, thankfully, because the buttons are protected by the little bit of rubber on the inside. Top of the case, clear. Now bottom of the case where the cutouts are, you can see the outline, the off-center outline of the finewoven case there, and it's protected everywhere except for those. Now I'm just going to wipe this now because that's just obviously some gross dust. Oh, and you can see how this thing catches fingerprints. Let me use a piece of cloth actually. There we go, I've wiped it and you can see well protected. What is this? What is this mark here? Anyway, as far as the case protection has gone, you can see the case has protected everywhere that's been covered. Just a little bit close up of the back again. Yeah, no marks anywhere. So the case has done its job protecting the phone quite well. Now, as far as MagSafe chargers are concerned, I use two chargers. One of them is this Peak Design charger. This charger has a kind of like a square pad there where the case rests. And like if I charge this all night and I wake up in the morning, you can kind of see a little bit of a square imprint on the case, which goes away fairly quickly if you just rub it. Now, this charging pad has a nice soft rubbery surface, so I think that goes a long way to maybe being more gentle on the case. The other charger that I use is this Anchor charger, which I recently did a review for. Now this is more hard plastic, and the edges are quite, they're not sharp, but they're definitely more diggy. Yeah, the edges are more diggy than the Peak Design charger. So when I charge my phone on that one, you can see how it attaches there. Now, I've done a review on this charger if you want to look on my channel to find a review on this charger for more details. But now this charger, you can see has, if I zoom in a bit, has left a little bit of a circular imprint on the case. Now, it's not an even imprint. You can see it's more so at the top of the case. And that is because when I take my phone off the charger, I tend to do this. I tend to pick it up from the bottom. Let's see if I can get a better shot here. Yeah, so pretend this is on my desk. When I pick my phone off the charger, I tend to do this, bottom first. So it kind of detaches from the bottom. And the last place that it remains in contact with is the top. So the top kind of gets all of the pressure concentrated on it. So there's a little bit more of a mark there. Now, I don't really mind that. I mean, I could learn to take my case off in a different way. I could learn to pull it straight off. I might need two hands, or I can use put my fingers around it and take it off sideways or the other side or something, or even down. So there are ways to get around that concentration of pressure that's on the case there, but I don't really mind that. And honestly, the way that this material is made, you just have to rub it a little bit, kind of like that, and the marks go away. I mean, you can see already that the mark that I just made from putting it on the MagSafe charger is pretty gone. Now, the last thing I want to say about this case is that it is a little bit grimy. I mean, this has been in my sweaty hands for a couple months now, so the case, it's a little dirty. It's got a little bit of dirt on it. Now, there are people on YouTube who have been using soapy water and stuff to wash this, so I might give that a try, because I don't want a case looking dirty, right? I mean, look at this crap, right? You know how I feel about this nonsense. Yeah, I don't want a case looking like that for sure. So as it's off my phone now, maybe I'll give it a go with some soapy water and see if I can get it back looking like new. So yeah, in conclusion, there's nothing abnormal about this case. It's just like any other case. Actually, no, I take that back. It's a quality case, except for this stupid cutout at the bottom here, which I absolutely hate, and just shouldn't be there. Aside from that, it's a pretty normal case. I don't understand how some of these YouTubers use it for a week or 2 weeks and the thing looks terrible. There are marks everywhere and it's gross and it's all worn out. What do you do with your phone, man? I mean, listen. Are you paying all this money for a phone to mistreat it and throw it all over the place and throw it in a bag and with other stuff? What is your appreciation of tech and stuff if that's the way you treat your devices? Listen, I don't want to get in any fights to anybody, but you need to take care of your stuff better. A little bit of dirt is acceptable, but damage, come on. If you accidentally dropped it a couple times, okay, people drop their phones, people have accidents. But the kind of stuff I've seen on other people's videos, I don't understand how they have managed to damage their case that much. So guys, update over. I hope you appreciate the update. Based on the number of people who are still watching my last video, maybe this one will be informative as well. Hey, maybe I'll keep doing them as long as people are interested and people keep watching. I'll keep doing them. So thanks for watching and bye for now. Like and subscribe. See ya.